What's up, Cougars?
Welcome back to another episode of The Paw, where we bring you the latest news and stories. Congratulations to the Northwest Ranking Concert Band for receiving All Superior at their state evaluation. They were judged on their concert performance and sight reading, receiving ones across the board, keeping up their respectable record. Good job, guys. Speaking of tests, why not test your searching prowess? Easter is coming up, and in honor of that, we decided to set up something fun for the class of 2026.
Do you want to guess what it is? Kidding, we're going to tell you anyway. It's an Easter egg hunt.
That's right, we're having an Easter egg hunt, April 8th, B2. Eggs will be set up on the compass, upstairs and downstairs, the library, and in the hallways. Not only will there be candy inside, but the people that win the most eggs will get a prize.
A nice prize, actually. I might steal the eggs for myself.
She's kidding.
I am, but it's important that you know all the rules for this Easter egg hunt so everybody can participate. For starters, you can only search for the eggs during B2. You'll be called over the intercom when it's time. Respect the facilities and do not trash the areas to find the eggs. Listen to the students and staff that will be guiding you through the game.
That's right, and be a good sport. Don't go taking people's eggs.
We hope you enjoy this event that we have set up for you all. Check your emails for more information. Let's make sure to follow the rules so we can do something like this again. Happy hunting!
In the way that we search for eggs, many seniors struggle searching with internships, scholarships, and information way too close to their deadline. This is for our upcoming seniors. We brought the counselors on here to discuss some things that might be on your mind as you prepare for your future.
Hi, I'm Miss King. I serve 10th through 12th grade students with the last names S through Z.
I'm Miss Burkhead. I have 10th through 12th grade A through E.
I'm Miss Palmer. I have 10th through 12th grade L through R.
I'm Miss Hancock, and I'm 10 through 12, F through K.
Hi everyone, I'm Julia Corso with the Ole Miss Office of Admissions, and I serve Madison, Rankin, and Simpson County, helping all your students come to Ole Miss.
First thing is to go ahead and start thinking about where you may be interested in going to college if you're planning to go to college.
Also, with looking at the colleges that you're interested in,
I believe it's very important to look through every single option. Like, what about going straight into the career force? What about getting a certification like HVAC or becoming an electrician? Or maybe I want to enlist in the military. I believe it's important before your senior year to explore all those different options.
1, 2, 3.
Lauren is cheating. You must have the egg of steel.
Here.
1, 2, 3.
good joke! Lauren's a winner.
There are several different places that juniors and seniors, specifically seniors, can look for resources. The first I would say is the senior class Google Classroom. We share that with the senior class at the beginning of each school year.
Scholarships through the schools that you're interested in. That is a really good resource. Go to the colleges that you're interested in. Go to their scholarship page, because unfortunately we don't know everything.
And I would say another great resource for scholarships is if your parents work for a certain company or they're in like public service, different things like that. A lot of those places will give out scholarships for students of their employees, so you might want to check that out.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Darn.
Darn. And have a great day. And go Cougars.
And hotty toddy.
All that egg cracking is getting me hungry. Maybe I'll visit the gardening club or something for some bell peppers.
We have a gardening club since when?
Oh yeah, it's a recent addition to our school's body. Miss Emery jump-started the thing. I think she'll explain the whole thing better than me, so let's hear what she has to say about it.
I was just thinking about something that students would enjoy and something that would get us outside. And so I thought about gardening, and I also think like gardening's associated with growth of plants, so you know it's easily transferable to growth of people. It was not hard at all to start the club. When you start a club, like sometimes interest wanes, and that's completely normal. Like, you know, sometimes people show up and they're like, yeah, this isn't really for me, and that's totally fine. But with this, I found it just keeps growing. Surprisingly, it's not been too hard to keep interest, so I've been very thankful for that. You can join the club by just sending me an email. If you want to just stop by my room, like B119 during 0 block, you can do that too. We meet about every 2 weeks on Tuesday, And pretty much it's like right after school. Some of our meetings have been like 30 minutes, and some of them have been a little longer, just depending on what we do. But I try to be pretty clear up front about like how long you'll need to be there. Pretty much what's going on right now is we just finished making our blueprint, which is like right over there on my board. And so we like pulled up all the weeds in the garden, and now it's just honestly like a little empty space that's ready to be filled with plants. Right now we're looking forward to planting in the next couple of weeks. Yep.
Hey Cougars, I'm Logan and this is your sports report. Tennis came into this week with a 17-2 record and an undefeated record in district play. They hosted the NWR tournament last weekend honoring the seniors and wrapped up district play this weekend against Oak Grove. They're playing in the district tournament today, and we will have those results and an update to you on the next episode. In track and field, the Cougars delivered an impressive all-around performance with strong finishes across both track and field events at the Crystal Springs Relay. In the boys sprints, Nick Taylor led the way with a second-place finish in the 100-meter dash, followed by Jordan Epps in third and Alan Riley in fourth, while Braylon Roberts took third in the 400-meter dash alongside Mason McCoy in fourth and Lamorian Sanders in fifth. Distance standout Andrew Spears placed third in the 1600-meter with Noah Lampton right behind him in fourth. And Christian Lyles dominated the hurdles with a first-place finish in the 110-meter hurdles and added a fifth-place finish in the 300-meter hurdles. The boys relay team also shined, taking first in the 4x2 and second in both the 4x1 and 4x4. Patrick Harper captured first place in the long jump. On the girls' side, Madison Anderson earned a second-place finish in the 100-meter dash and added a fourth-place finish in the 200, where Kendall Black took third and Morgan McCullough placed sixth in the distance events. Grace Henniges won the 800-meter and finished second in the 1600, while Grace Ferguson claimed first in the 1600 and second in the 800, and Robbie Watson added a third-place finish in the 1600. Willow Hobson had a standout meet, placing second in the 300-meter hurdles and sweeping the field events with first-place finishes in the high jump, long jump, and triple jump. Kayla Hanner took second in both the long and triple jump. The girls' relay teams matched the boys' success, earning first in the 4x2 and second-place finishes in both the 4x2 and 4x4, capping off a strong showing for the Cougars. They now turn their attention to the Fleet Feet Track Classic on Saturday, which the Cougars will host right here at Cougar Stadium. Softball came into this week on a 12-plus game win streak. The Cougars are undefeated in district play and begin the home stretch of the regular season next week. They competed this series with Oak Grove this week and will play Petal next Tuesday and Thursday, and then round out the season with Brandon on the 14th and 17th. They'll honor their only senior, Hannah Sullivan, next Tuesday before the game against Petal. Sullivan has had an impressive career as a Cougar, being part of each of the last 3 state championships. She's seen time in all 4 years, boasting a career batting average above 300. As a starting pitcher this season, she's undefeated on the year, winning 5 games so far. Baseball had a 4-game win streak snapped last Tuesday, dropping their first district loss to Oak Grove. They honored their seniors this week before their home game against Meridian, and also head into the home stretch of the regular season this week. They'll play a series with Petal next week, hosting the Panthers on Tuesday, and round out the regular season with rivalry week against Brandon on the road on the 14th and at home on the 17th. The Cougars sit in second place in the district standings and have hovered in the top 5 of the 7A standings this year. Since capturing the 6A title in 2021, the Cougars have been hunting another one. What happens in the game is a direct reflection of what happens in practice. We mic'd up a few of the Cougars to check out what goes on. Check it out.
Hey! Come on, Jared! Down the middle, baby! Down the middle! We can show and tell. Yes! Top spin. Still. Yes!
Feel pretty good. It's a beautiful day outside. There's not much more we can ask for. It's a blessing for everybody. Come out here and play baseball every day. No!
That's down. What are you talking about? Never mind, I lied. Hey! Make a play! Yes, sir!
Not bad, not bad. A little warm-up round. Not feeling bad. Just trying to get loose real quick.
We're in the middle of the baseball season. We've had a really good start. Right now our record's 15-4. Coming to this year we had some high expectations and we're right on track to meet all the goals that we kind of set out for the season. I have a lot of guys that have really contributed, stepped up. We got a big game tomorrow night against Oak Grove down there, and then we play Pisgah here Saturdays. Any students out there, make sure to come over to the Bro and pack it out.
Don't tell him. It's gonna look like that.
I feel weird running with this thing on. It's like bouncing. Oh. Yeah, Yeah, let me see those glasses.
Secret. I'm hitting a home run next round.
That boy Chase. 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 That boy Josh, good bunt. Oh yeah, baby. I got you. Hey, we play baseball. We play baseball.
Here's Michelle with the weather.
Hey Northwest, here's the weather forecast for this weekend. This upcoming week is going to be very humid with a lot of rain, starting this Friday where the highs will be in the low 80s with scattered showers and then getting down into the upper 60s. On Saturday, it will get a little cooler with the rain and wind rolling in heavily. Max temps will reach the upper 70s and minimums in the low 60s. Be prepared for thunder and lightning in the morning and light showers in the evenings. Sunday continues with the rain and showers. Skies will be overcast most of the day and highs will be in the lower 70s and then get down into the 50s. Finally, this upcoming Monday, there will be a slight decrease in temp again as clouds, and you guessed it, rain will continue, with max temps reaching the lower 70s and then getting back down into the low 50s. All right, that's all I have for you this time. Beware of lightning, and I'll see you on the next one.
And finally, here are your rapid reminders.
Seniors, graduation is right around the corner. You've got a little over a month before you're out of here, so expect a lot of information really fast. Check your emails. The counselors are sending out verifications for endorsements, regalia, graduation gear, and the graduation ceremony itself. Reference your emails and the Senior Class of 2026 Google Doc for dates and information so you're not hanging out to dry.
AP students, make sure that you have everything in order for your test coming up in May. Make sure that you know each test that you're taking and the times that you'll need to show up to show your knowledge.
One more reminder for seniors. You can't bring your senior assessment equipment on school campus. That means no purging in the school parking lot. This includes goggles, water devices, water balloons, etc. We hope you enjoy your playing games elsewhere.
That's it for this week's episode. Make sure to follow us on social media and stay tuned for next episode.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.